So I decided to get out the house today. Been inside for a couple of days with the flu, so it's my first day out since those couple of days. And I have a mountainside behind my house where I stay, and a little trail to go up to the top. So I'm gonna get a little exercise in, go to the top. It's been forever since I've taken that trail onto the top, but when we get to the top, it's pretty good view. But just thought I'd get a little exercise in and record my joy walk. So take my time going up it, try to sweat out the rest of this flu that I have. And yeah, I mean, this hill has been behind my house since forever. When I was a little kid, and going up in the hills and playing with neighborhood friends, so it's pretty cool. Used to run around back there with little kids, so now I'm older, it's like I don't care to go up there, even though it's in the back of my yard. So yeah, so we'll just go check it out. Just something that people probably didn't know about, but there's a graveyard behind my house. I know probably a lot of people are superstitious about graveyards and all that, but I've pretty much grew up with a graveyard behind my house, and it don't bother me. No ghosts or anything. Like people say. Well, yeah, I know it seems kind of ironic. Like, why would you live behind, a graveyard? I was just been there, I guess. The neighborhood here lives near a graveyard, but just have nothing but respect. I ask God to bless them, and they're all in a better place. So that's how it is, I guess, and it's just life. So it don't bother me. Just thought I ran that through here. Up to the top. So here's the trailhead from the bottom. So I'll make my way to the top. Sun's going down. The evening time here. Going up and up. Good little workout. Look like some type of animals. Dogs probably. I saw little footprints up here, so I know kids come up and down this. Neighborhood kids around the area I always climb up this hill. Getting to the top now. Almost mid slope, I guess. Get more views here. Little canyon there. I don't know if you can see right there. That's where I always play when I was a kid. I used to go over there and be way back in there. Kind of go up that drainage part right there. Go on up and I'll be right there. Playing in that little area way back in there. Parents would be mad, like calling you from home, like, "Where are you? Sammy!" We run down from that part, running down the kids, running down the drainage, all the way down that way, all the way back to home. We didn't tell her parents where we would be going, and they wondered where we're at and be calling us, and we're freaking out like, oh crap, parents are calling us, let's go. Us being kids, we don't want to get spanked or anything like that, so they tell us, where'd you guys go? We were playing back there. Where? Did you go up the hill? No. Oh, get inside. Ooh, smack. Yeah, that was funny though. This is the gradual part now. I think we kind of went through the steep part already. So that's the gradual part. On up, continuing on. Oh, okay. So back in the day, that little area I can point to. Maybe I'll get closer later, but right there, all the way down to right here, used to be a slide. I don't know if you can barely, I don't know if you can even see it, but from my view you can barely see the little outline there where we used to slide when we were kids. Slide down that, you know, get like a tin somewhere or cardboard box or a piece of plastic or something, and we used to just go and slide down that all the way so far to this little cliff there, and that's where it'd end. But we only go so far though. We won't go all the way down. If we go all the way down, we'd be in some trouble there, falling off a little cliff there. But we've come all the way down so far and stop. You know, it gets a little rocky, but that was like fun times back then. And that thing would just go all the way down, and we kind of just slowly go down, make our way back down. All right, coming up here is the stepping stone. Where everyone used to carve their names. So as you can see, Sam Jr. That's been there for the longest time as I remember, along with some other people. Little dragon. I think that's Artie. Artie Still, I think that's you. Back in the day, just used to call yourself. And some other names. Dre. Ipkiss 2018, that's the new one. AK Aaron Kinney. Some other names here. Can't really make them out, but I remember carving my name somewhere. I don't remember where though. I think it was my name or my initials. I don't remember where. But somewhere around here. If not, it probably disappeared. So yeah, these are, everyone used to carve their names in the neighborhood. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see all that still here. So maybe on my way down I'll carve my name in there again. Oh yeah, so this little guy here, I have some bad memories with that guy. So tell you a little story here again. When I was a kid, we used to race down the hill, and this happened on the other side of this little big hill. And I remember we were racing down because it was getting dark. We were running down the hill, racing down, and I remember jumping from, you know, boulder to boulder, try to do like some Spider-Man moves or whatever. And I remember jumping, and I remember hitting my feet on a boulder and slipping, and end up losing my balance. And right to the right of me was this guy. Whoa, and it was like a whole bunch of them bunched up in one area, and I fell in it, and whoa, that hurted. And I was a kid. Yeah, that made me cry. I couldn't move. I was stuck in there, and my friends had to pull me out. You all right? Trying to tell me to calm down because I was crying. And they're like, oh, then you know how your kids, they look at your situation after you get up there, they're like, oh, you know, they make things worse, and I start freaking out even more. So if you ever had that experience, you know, it's funny to look at it now, but you know, I was like, oh, and I could barely walk, and took my jacket off, and my pants is all over me. So and one of my friends a couple of my friends ended up walking me back home all slow, did what they could. So here's a little old fence line here at the top here, and we are at the top of the mesa. Get some views here, bunch of good views up here. You know, we used to be having like a hard day, rough day or whatever, all the bullshit going on in life. I used to come up here and just do some thinking. You know, that was the best place to come out here and get away from reality. Everybody come here and just think. Not only that, you have an awesome view, the whole area. Used to climb up and down this too as kids, you know, as being res kids and crazy, didn't think of getting hurt or anything. Well, that kind of wraps up my little adventure of today. So I headed down the hill now, so after I got done carving that my name in that little rock there, headed back down. But yeah, I just thought I'd just kind of share a little info and, you know, a little backstory, little history of how I grew up here. So I mean, for all you vloggers out there and making videos and such, you know, I'm pretty sure you kind of have the same thing as similar as I had growing up, you know, like a certain area, a certain place growing up. So, you know, I like to see that, you know, that'll be pretty cool and interesting, you know, to kind of hear and see, you know, a little story of how you grew up, you know, where you grew up, and how it is nowadays compared to then. So, you know, it's pretty cool. You know, I like to get to know areas and people, you know, their backstory, because, you know, as we all said, we don't know anyone's backstory of how they grew up, where they grew up, you know, how they became the person they are now. You know, we go through a lot of things in life that kind of shapes us as people, you know, as a person. So maybe I'll do more videos like this. I don't know, who knows, but until next time, peace, share the love.